Happy Monday. I'm going to do a tarot pull for you. But first things first, my information is on screen because I'm disabled and chronically ill and don't have benefits or insurance right now. So I rely on a weekly crowdfunding to get my material needs met. If you want to help me out or if this reading resonates for you, the links are there for that purpose. Additionally, I am a white settler on colonized land. And so I intentionally call in pre-colonial, pre-patriarchal ancestors or decolonial, anti-patriarchal, anti-racist ancestors and spirit guides. Anyone who is aligned that way and everybody else is not allowed in, I put a protection for that. So let's see what they have to say for us today. Spirit, what do we need to know today? It's not as hot as it has been because we got some rain yesterday. We got a wild storm yesterday afternoon. But it is still very, very muggy and stuffy and all of the things. This deck is so stiff. I got it a few days ago from a friend and it's still not broken in yet. So they're sticking. But I have been getting some good readings. So let's see. Can I get 2 cards separate for this collective? All right. Reverse the Lovers. Are you having trouble seeing eye to eye with yourself? In like a big picture way? That's what the Lovers always means to me. Now it can be a relationship, any relationship. I'll take that. That's the 3 of Wands. Interesting. With the High Priestess underneath that. So you definitely need to check in and trust your intuition, your spirit guides. That's what the High Priestess is telling me. A lot of this work that this is going to entail is going inward, which most of this work usually does, at least for me. So with the Lovers reversed here, upright, we've got a spirit intervening and bringing the lovers together, and they see eye to eye to each other. So reversed, there's a blockage there. And like I said, the High Priestess came up. That means intuition to me. That means spirituality to me. It can also mean magic, you know. Sometimes it comes up for me and it just feels like Hecate comes up for me. So if you do any kind of witchcraft or folk magic, it could be tied to that. But intuition was the first thing that came to mind, and especially with the Lovers reversed, which is about, like I said, seeing eye to eye to yourself, eye to eye with yourself. Where is a place where you have been struggling to settle on something with yourself? You keep coming to a conclusion, maybe rationally, but something emotionally feels off. You're having a gut instinct that is making you feel like this, like you're not seeing eye to eye with yourself, okay? But you can. You are aware of the disparity, which means that you can go into it specifically and resolve it. And with the 3 of Wands, you know how to do this. You've started to learn how to do this. You've started to do this. You have been practicing this work. And you've kind of set up the practices you need to do this work more and more easily, it feels. Because that's what the 3 of Wands feels like to me, especially in this moment where it's like, I've done it once. I've done it twice. I know what I'm doing. And I have a better idea of where I want to go with it. And we're still talking about intuition here. So for me, that's about being aligned with my truest self. So I'm on that path. And part of that path is always figuring out what my truest self is. That's again where the High Priestess comes in, this overarching theme of intuition, spirituality, knowing yourself. And so there's something that's blocking you from doing that right now, from knowing yourself, from seeing eye to eye to your it's so hard for me to say that today, eye to eye with yourself, to be on a stable playing field with yourself, a stable foundation with yourself. The 2 of Cups also reminds me of this because it's often very similarly designed, with the 2 people looking at each other eye to eye. And the 2 of Cups brings in emotion and passion, and it could also be intuition. So while I've been talking, something has come up for you. A couple things maybe. I want to say focus on the first thing that came up, or the first 2 things. For me yesterday, when I did my own personal tarot reading, I had 2 things that really felt like they tracked for the 4 cards, the 5 cards that I drew. And so what I did was I worked through the cards and applied them to one scenario and then applied them to another. And honestly, I got insight into both scenarios. there were two different things coming up for me again and again and again that resonated with what I was pulling, and where I didn't quite see eye to eye with myself and needed to work through that. You know how to do it. You know what works for you. You know what has been working for you. You have been practicing. You may feel a little anxious or unsure about it because it's still so new, this work for you. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's meditating, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's talking out loud to the trees or a friend about whatever this is, right? Maybe it's making a TikTok video, maybe it's painting and thinking things through. You know what work gets you here. So you're just having a little struggle right now where you have something, one or two things where you're like, it's just not quite sitting right. Your gut is telling you that you need to think about it more. You need to go into the shadow more. You need to work through it a little bit more so you are more settled. It's in your bones, it's in your soul, and you're not thinking about it, and it's not distracting you from more work, from your creative work. Like, this to me plays into how you're gonna rectify this, but it also, like, you have to rectify this so you can keep doing this. You can keep doing whatever your passion is, whatever your creatively fulfilling work is. So do the work to get eye to eye with yourself so you can keep doing the work that you're passionate about. Heck yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Hope you have a great day.